Hey everyone, so today I want to share some makeup tips and tricks with you, and let's get right to it. I'm not wearing any blush or lip products right now because that's part of what I wanted to incorporate into this. And let's start with blush. A lot of you may have gotten the MAC Disney Bite of an Apple blush from the Venomous Villains collection, and it's sort of a corally red color. Something that you may want to keep in mind when you're using red blush is you want to keep it away from the apples of your cheeks. Now normally when I apply blush, I do start on the apple of my cheek and work my way out, but in the case of red blushes, you want to keep the color more like up here, because if you put red blush on the apples of your cheek, you're going to look like Raggedy Ann. And I'm sure that a lot of you don't even know who that is because that's from a long time ago. Anyway, another tip is the MAC 187 brush, which is supposed to be for foundation. I find works really great with pigmented blushes. So if you're using like a NARS blush or something like that, then that works good for that. But it also works good for blushes that are really bright in color. So you're just going to stipple the color onto your brush, and you can start with a little bit and just work, build it. But if you start with too much, then where do you go from there, So I'm just going to I'm going to stay away from the cheek area, and I'm just going to go right way up here. Okay, that's it. So yeah, red blushes, keep it away from the apples of your cheeks. Okay, now lip products. I like to use a lip balm about half an hour before I actually start doing any makeup to moisturize my lips, but because you don't want to start with dry lips because then your products aren't going to go on very well, but yet you don't want your lips extremely moist either because then your products are just going to slide all over your face. So a half hour before you start, moisturize your lips. Then a couple of problems that people can have with lipsticks is, number one, sometimes you can get cakey lipstick. All lipsticks are not created equal. They come in all different formulas and thicknesses, and some are a lot richer than others. And have you ever used a lipstick and put it on and felt like it was just too thick and cakey? I'm going to show you a tip to prevent that. And also, another thing is, have you ever used a really bright colored lipstick but wish that you could just tone it down just a little bit so that it wasn't quite so intense? Well, the same thing. I'm going to show you one thing that is going to take care of both of those problems. And that is and that is a lip brush. Now, in most cases, I would say that brushes are very important in terms of what brands you buy and, good quality brushes. Not when it comes to lip brushes. Now, I know that not everybody agrees on this. You're probably thinking, oh, well, so-and-so says in their video. Okay, this is just my opinion. I don't think you need to spend a lot of money on a lip brush because I've had this brush for about 2 years. I paid about $2 for it, and I don't feel as if I need any other brushes. this isn't probably even a brush that's available anymore, but my point is you can just buy an inexpensive one, and it looks like this, and it will do the trick for the way I'm going to use it. Okay, so first of all, anytime you use a bright lipstick, you want to start with a lip pencil. And I had showed this to you in a haul recently, and I have now had a chance to use it. This is the Sally brand. It's called Beautique, and the color is Real Red. And I'm going to test it out and use it for the first time today, so hopefully it works good. So first I'm going to start off by just lining my lips with my lip liner. Anytime you use a bright colored lipstick, you almost have to use a lip liner because bright lipsticks have a tendency to bleed. And that is not a pretty look. Well, so far, this is very easy to work with. I'm very impressed, and it was only 99 cents. That's another thing I don't like to spend a lot of money on is lip liners. I do have some MAC lip liners, but I bought like mostly the neutral ones because I figured those would be a good place to start. But when it comes to these brightly colored ones that I don't use that often, I don't really want to spend a lot of money on them. Because all I'm going to do is put lipstick on top of it anyway. And one thing that a lot of people miss is when you do your lip liner is make sure you get all the way down into those corners because, you know, the lipstick can bleed there too, but for some reason people tend to forget to extend it all the way down. Okay, now from there, I am gonna fill it in. I know some people don't like to, but I don't really like to see that outline. I know some people, you know, they like the way that looks, but I would prefer not to be able to see the lip liner, so I am gonna fill it in. Okay. Now the lipstick that I'm going to be wearing today is MAC Ruby Woo. And like I said, sometimes your lipstick can go on cakey or too bright. So by using a lip brush, that is going to prevent both those problems from happening. So we're just going to put some lipstick on the lip brush. and apply it. So for anybody that knows what Ruby Woo normally looks like, it's normally a very, very intense lip. So this is going to tone it down just a little bit. And also by using a lip brush, you're getting a thinner application, so your lipstick will definitely not get cakey, even if you put multiple layers. Now, I don't use a lip brush every day. There are some lipsticks that go on terrific. They don't get cakey, and you know, they're not a bright color. But if I want my lipstick to look, you know, as close to perfect as possible without looking cakey or too intense, then a lip brush is your answer. And for $2, comes in handy. Okay, so that is the finished look. And one more tip that I want to give you guys today is about the new OPI Black Shatter. I wanted to see what it looked like over a bright color, so I painted my nails red and then I put the Black Shatter on top of it. And I think that this Black Shatter is more suited to light colored nail polish. I just think it looks better, but I wanted to try it. If you are going to layer it over a bright or a dark color, make sure that you try to start as close to the nail bed cuticle as possible, because see on this one right here, there's like a little gap, and I think, you know, when you're doing it, you're so afraid that you're going to get that black polish on your skin that you have a tendency to pull back a little, but it doesn't really look very good if you have that gap there. So try to keep it more closer to the cuticle. And also, try not to go over, when you're applying it, try not to go over the same spot like over and over again. Try to get like a moderate amount of polish on the brush and just do like 3 strokes, 1, 2, 3, one in the middle and one on each side, and then just leave it. Because if you keep going back over it, it's not going to look as nice. But you know, it's just like with anything else new, it kind of takes some practice playing around with it. But I just wanted to let you know what I had found by using it myself. But yeah, I think, I mean, it's kind of crazy and wild and everything. It looks okay, but I really like the way it looks better over a lightly colored nail polish. So those are my makeup tips and tricks, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.